A packed house here at West Perry High School for Friday Night Hoops in a big Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Tonight, the West Perry Mustangs will look for their first win in that division against the almighty Northern Polar Bears. It is 65 degrees outside, which means the Bears are probably out of hibernation, and we have the Polar Bears here tonight. The West Perry Mustangs come to this game 2-14 overall, 0-10 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Northern York come into this game 6 wins, 10 losses overall, even at 5 wins and 5 losses on the year in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. West Perry is coming off a tough loss this past Tuesday on the road at Greencastle Rancho, a 65-37 win for the Blue Devils. And for Northern York, they're coming off a big win on Tuesday at home against Shippensburg. Final score of that one was a close one, 55-49. West Perry is under direction of acting head coach Mike Urich tonight. Mike Urich, who is the current head basketball coach for the girls basketball team. And Mike Urich is here tonight as the acting head coach for West Perry boys basketball. Head coach for boys basketball, Tom Smee, is not here tonight for undisclosed reasons. And we're going to send it over pretty momentarily here to our public address announcer, Brent Anderson, to get started with our starting lineups here tonight. West Perry versus Northern, Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup.
First for Northern, head coach Steve Ron Slaughter, assistant coaches Pat Hicks and Jim Luis. Here's the starting lineup on forward here. Starting at guard is 6'1" senior, number 4, Ryan Wagner. At guard is 6' senior, number 5, Josh Jans. Starting at forward is 6' junior, number 10, Rylan Inger. Starting at guard is 6' junior, number 15, Matt Kendall. And starting at forward is 6'2" senior, number 25, Andrew Green. The Polar Bears of Northern. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Mustangs. He starts at 4, he's at 5'11". Freshman, number 23, from Carroll Elementary, Hayden Fleischer. He's starting at guard, he's at 5'11", freshman, number 1, from Newland Elementary, Casey Such. Starting at guard, he's a 5'9" junior, number 10, from Newland Elementary, Mason Sano. Starting at guard, he's a 5'10" junior, number 21, who's high school, Michael Weaver. And starting at forward, he's a 6'2" junior, number 22, from Newland Elementary, Bridget Keeter. Your West Perry Mustangs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please welcome to your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by West Perry freshmen.
Another beautiful performance for West Prairie freshman Jensen Dillman with our national anthem here tonight. You heard the starting lines from our public address announcer Brent Anderson, and we are ready to go. This is the second time these two teams started meeting in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Last time was the first game of 2024 for both teams. It was at Northern, and the Polar Bears won at home over the Mustangs 45-22. For West Prairie's Brandon McKeever, he led the way with 6 points and 6 rebounds. West Prairie has lost 12 straight games in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Last time West Prairie won a game in the division was last year on January 31st, a 58-34 win against James Buchanan. As we are set, ready to go, West Prairie in the white, Northern in the black, and we are underway. Northern getting the opening tip-off here. As we are underway, a packed house here tonight at West Prairie High School, probably the biggest crowd we have seen all season. The cheerleaders making noise, and a tip is good. And just like that, Ryan Wagner gets Northern on the board first. That was like a tip up in the air as 2 points for Ryan Wagner to give the Polar Bears an early lead. Mike Urich, the current girls basketball coach here at West Prairie, is the acting head coach here tonight. Mike Urich, one of the all-time greats in West Prairie basketball. He's back. He coached the boys basketball team for several years, and he is back tonight as the acting head coach because Tom Smee is not here tonight due to undisclosed reasons. And here's a shot. Mason Sano getting the first 2 points for West Prairie. Got to be a physical matchup here today at West Prairie High School. Youth basketball players with some clappers here tonight. And Casey Such trying to get the rebound and out of bounds. Casey Such, a freshman for the Mustangs. What a year he's been having. He already broke the all-time scoring record as a freshman here at West Prairie. He currently has 177 points. He surpassed Jesse Urich from 2012, actually 2008 basically. Jesse Urich had 159 points. That was the freshman scoring record for over 10 years. And Casey Such broke that record on the road at Big Spring, and there's an offensive foul. Offensive charge on the Polar Bears, specifically on Matt Kendall. And now whistle blown here. 6:27 to go. Just getting started here at West Prairie High School. And nice pass here to Brandon McKeever. McKeever gets the shot up. And another quick whistle here. That last foul, by the way, on Northern was on Ryan Wagner. And a lot of West Prairie youth basketball players making noise with their clappers here tonight. That'd be a tough atmosphere here for the Polar Bears. Here's a tough shot and look good, but no good. Rebound by Hayden Fleischer. Well, thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. For West Prairie boys basketball, this is the first of back-to-back home games in as many nights. West Prairie boys basketball will be back here tomorrow night. That was already the second foul on Ryan Wagner. 3 fouls already on the Polar Bears. And a tough shot there for Fleischer, and no good. Rebounded by Ryan Yinger. West Prairie youth players making a ton of noise. And here's the shot, and that is good for Yinger. This is definitely what Northern is used to doing. As they've been having ball control a lot. Michael Weaver, 3-point shot. No good. Air ball there, but rebounded by Mason Sano. Casey Such got to get a shot in the air. Will not go in. I believe is it going to be a shooting foul? No, will not. Foul is on Zach Signer. For his first, who just came in the game. And here is Fleischer. Fleischer ball out going to Sano. Good pressure there for Yinger. And now the West Prairie youth players are cheering offense here, and that's what they get. And Fleischer tying the game up. Ball batted down, hung on, however, and a tough shot. And out of bounds, West Perry ball. That wasn't a bad shot there for Andrew Bream. I believe it might have been tipped and goes out of bounds on the corner. And inbound pass here to Mason Sano. And here's Michael Weaver over to Casey Such. Casey Such with the layup and no good. Too powerful of a shot there. Rebounded by Josh Dance. And now another quick transition and 2 points there for Andrew Breed. An absolute packed house here tonight. Probably the biggest crowd we have seen here for a basketball matchup this season, and for good reason. It is youth night here, so they're going to have a lot of parents here cheering on the Mustangs. And there's a shooting foul, or excuse me, that's the 5th foul already on Northland. This one is on Josh Dance. And first free throw, good for Braden McKeever. McKeever going to the line, shooting 2, hits the first one. And hits them both. I'm telling you, this could be this is a loud crowd here tonight. Probably the loudest crowd we have heard all season. And then that'll drain it right there. 3-point shot is good for Josh Dance. First 3-pointer of the game. That's good for Josh Dance from the corner. That was on his crowd for a little bit, but not for long. And looking for Michael Weaver. Pass is intercepted. Could be a long night here for the Polar Bears. Another 3-point shot, and I believe that went off the pulley thing on the top of the hoop. It was never called, but it don't matter as Casey Such will get the rebound. He finds Mason Sano. Michael Weaver, 3-point shot, and overshoots it. And there's a shot, and no good, and out of bounds. Or, no, there's a foul. It's a holding foul on the Mustangs. Who was the foul on? Oh, it was on Michael Weaver for his first. 3:12 left to go here in the first quarter. And it's a good one here. A loud atmosphere. Almost like a playoff atmosphere here. And for good reason. We have 3 big cheers here today. West Perry cheerleading is here. The youth basketball players are here. And the West Perry Drumline is here tonight as well. And Casey Such ties up with 3. Casey Such. That is his 30th 3-point shot of the season. 30 successfully made 3-pointers. I believe that youth players are cheering over the cheerleaders. And a whistle blown here. And it's a foul. 9-9 here. It feels like a district playoff game, doesn't it, with this playoff crowd? Second foul there on Hayden Fleischer. 4 fouls on the Mustangs. Now here's a shot from the elbow, in and out, and stays out. And out of bounds, West Perry ball. Now, there's got to be a lot of noise here tonight. The cheerleaders are here, youth basketball players here. The West Perry drum line is here for the second time this season. This kind of atmosphere can really rattle the Northern Polar Bears, and unfortunately there's a travel there on the Mustangs. They're passing right here for the Polar Bears. All right, Ray, there could be 4 contributing factors here tonight against the Polar Bears. You got the cheerleaders here, the youth players here, the drum line is here, and it's 65 degrees outside. So, I mean, come on. It was bitter. It was brutal cold last week, and now we're in the 60s. Makes me wish we had this game outside today. And now here's a high shot, and a shooting foul will occur. And it's got to be Kyle Hull going to the free throw line shooting 2. First trip to the foul stripe for the Polar Bears here tonight. Second foul on Michael Weaver. And West Perry fans making noise. And doesn't affect Kyle Hull whatsoever. He sinks in the first. Substitution coming in now for the Polar Bears as Alex Shook is in for Northern. Second shot for Kyle Hull, and it's good. Less than about 90 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And Casey Stutch with a layup, no good. Going for an offensive rebound there was Jackson Bauer, who just came in. But that will not go well. That will not go well for the Mustangs. And the Polar Bears, here's a shot there for Hull, and out of bounds, and Northern ball. These youth Mustang fans, ladies and gentlemen, they are relentless. They are not good. They are going to make sure that they are a factor in this game. And so far they have been. And a shot, air ball there on Hall from the corner. There's now 1 minute left in the first quarter. High scoring first quarter here. And now Ray McKeever will tie it up. Back and forth we go in the first quarter. West Perry has never had the lead in the first, but they are hanging right in there with the Polar Bears. Northern's going to have time for one more shot perhaps, as they are just hanging on looking for an opening, perhaps a 3-point shot. And now takeaway here for McKeever, and McKeever lays one up, and he gets the foul in the basket. Micah Weaver on the run there. He'll have an opportunity at a 3-point play. Big takeaway for Michael Weaver with 12.3 seconds to go. Michael Weaver, what a run, what a shot. Zach Yigner was called on the foul, and the end one is good. Now the Polar Bears are behind for the first time in this game. Northern might be looking for a 3-point play as well. 3-point shot coming up. Here it is, and good. Zach Yigner with a 3-pointer at the buzzer. And that will be our first quarter. What a first quarter here. What an atmosphere we have here at West Perry High School. We send it over to the West Perry drum line for this end of the first quarter. 14-all. You were watching West Perry boys basketball against the Northern Polar Bears exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Party YouTube channel. We'll send it over to our drum line. Yeah, you want to talk about a playoff atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. We have it here tonight. Even though it's not a playoff game, it's a big one for the Mustangs. 14-all as we head into the second quarter, and West Prairie will get the ball first. Michael Weaver unable to hang on, and he's going to lay down, and he'll get the ball. And then another turnover back and forth. Casey Such tips it up, and he'll get the ball here. Well, crazy start here to the start of the second quarter. Harris McKeever. McKeever got to try to take it up himself, and he'll pass back to Mason Sano. Sano over to Casey Such. Perimeter three-point shot. Good for Casey Such. Casey Such, second three-pointer, his 31st of the season. And now a three-point shot and air ball there. And nice job there for Northern to keep it ball in. Specifically, that was Andrew Bream. And Bream draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line shooting two. That was the second foul on Casey Such, and Bream misses the first. And second free throw is good for Bream. Quick transition here, and three-point shot no good. An offensive rebound for Casey Such. Here's Sano finding Such. And Casey Such going over, trying to find somebody. He finds Fleischer, and he gets rejected right in front of the line. And that pass back to Michael Weaver. His shot no good. Rebounded by Matt Kendall. And Kendall with the shot. 6:28 to go in the second. That was a good time for our West Prairie Athletic Parade trivia question up the game. When was the last time West Prairie boys basketball defeated the Northern Polar Bears? When was the last time West Prairie boys basketball defeated the Northern Polar Bears? We'll have that answer for you coming up on the West Prairie Athletic Parade halftime report. And try to tie it up, and pass intended for Ian Troutman goes out of bounds. Troutman unable to hang on. He just came into the game for the first time. And West Prairie with a 2-point lead with the ball. And here's McKeever. McKeever going over. Michael Weaver. We can hear head coach, well, not really, but we can see acting head coach Devin Whitfield. Devin Whitfield, the junior varsity head coach here for West Prairie boys basketball. Looks like he's making most of the calls, but Mike Garrick is here to help out tonight. And now here's Casey Such, and his three-point shot hits the rim and over the backboard, and that will be out of bounds, basically. Last foul on the Mustangs was the first for Mason Sano. I'll tell you, this loud playoff-like atmosphere can really rattle the Polar Bears here tonight. West Prairie looking for their first win in the Mid-Penn Carolina fishing. And a shot no good, and arm up, and it'll be Northern ball. Goes out of bounds. A surprising miss there for Ryland Yinger. Northern with 6 wins on the year, 5 of them in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. They beat Shippensburg twice. And now, here's Mason Sando. West Prairie Boys Basketball will be right back in action here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, a rare Saturday night game, when West Prairie Boys Basketball takes on Gettysburg in a makeup game. Great punch shot from the court for Casey Such is no good, and rebounded by Matt Kendall. And now a shot from the foul stripe and rolls in for Josh Dance. And they are knotted back up at 17. This game was tied at 14 after the first quarter. And a low scoring affair here in the second quarter so far. And now a shot from the foul stripe, no good for McKeever, but offensive rebound for Weaver. And now Casey Such, Mason Sando left all alone from the corner, and shot no good, gets his own rebound and misses the layup. Mason Sando too strong of a shot on a potentially easy layup. We are still not up at 17, and here come the Polar Bears. Three-point shot from the corner, no good here for Dance. And another offensive rebound, and there's got to be a foul. Ryan Yinger reaching up, and he'll draw the foul. Ryan Yinger going to the free throw line shooting 2 for the first time. Or correction, no, it's not a shooting foul here for the Mustangs, but it is a foul on Caden Kriebel for his first. Team's third of the second quarter. No fouls yet for the Polar Bears in the second quarter. There's a shot and no foul, and McKeever hangs on to it. Here comes Casey Such, and Such thought he had a good shot, and there could have been a foul, but instead it goes out of bounds, and Northern will take over. And now West Prairie is going to call a timeout. Devin Whitfield asking for a timeout. And it's a full timeout here for the Mustangs. We'll catch our breath here because we have a good one here. 3:09 left to go in the second quarter. Tied at 17. You are watching West Prairie Boys Basketball against the Northern Polar Bears exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Prairie YouTube channel. Back after this West Prairie timeout. Have you heard about becoming a PIAA official? You heard about becoming a referee for basketball? Now's your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that's PIAA.org. Back here after the West Prairie timeout, Northern with the ball, tied at 17 with the West Prairie Mustangs. Again, a playoff-like atmosphere here. Three-point shot just short for Josh Dance. Rebounded by Mason Sando. Northern has been getting their shots, but most of them aren't going in. They only have 2 3-pointers in this game so far. One for Josh Dance, the other for Zach Signer. And here's Michael Weaver fighting Jackson Bauer. Jackson Bauer getting a lot of playing time so far this season. Jackson Bauer, 4th on the team with 64 points. And about 2 minutes, that ball was tipped, and pass was too high for Jackson Bauer. It will be Northern ball. Substitution coming in as Hayden Fleischer coming back in for the Mustangs. Coming in for Bauer. And a pass close to half court. A long pass and good hurry up there for Mason Sano and Brandon McKeever, or excuse me, Michael Weaver, to avoid the transition. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Coming up on the halftime report, West Prairie Youth basketball players will be shooting around at halftime. The halftime report, a big win for West Prairie Wrestling last night. What we have coming up tomorrow night, and we'll have first half stats for you. All that and more coming up on the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report in about 96 seconds. And here's a shot, and no good. Going for a quick pass and shoot. Here comes Casey Such, a low-scoring second quarter. Casey Such step back three, and air balls that time. The 3-point straightaway. And good effort there for Hayden Fleischer to keep the ball in. But it'll be Northland ball. This West Prairie crowd got a little bit quiet just now. But now it's starting to fill back up thanks to the West Prairie bench. Cheering on the defense. An elbow shot here and no good. And Mason Sale try to come up with it, and he will. Mason Sale, I guess, reach back and hang on. Being heavily guarded by Kyle Hall. Hall able to poke that ball free, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. A couple more seconds came off the clock there, so 47 seconds. Now Michael Weaver, 3-point shot, and no good this time again. Michael Weaver has been very good from the 3-point corner shots, but they're not going in today. At least not yet. Shot there, no good. Rebounded by McKeever. Low scoring second quarter, 3 points each. We were tied at 14. We are tied at 17 heading to halftime. Yeah, the Mustangs has a chance to take the lead right before the half. Here is McKeever. Final 6 seconds to go here, and this pass being brought back. And Hayden Fleischer has to take a shot, and they will not. No shot attempted for the Mustangs as we have reached halftime here at West Prairie High School. It's a big game here for the Mustangs as we are headed to halftime, tied at 17. Let's head over to the drum line before our halftime report. We are watching West Prairie boys basketball against the Northland Polar Bears exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime YouTube channel. Back in less than a minute for the halftime report after the West Prairie drum line. That's pretty cool. I mean, like when I was in school here at West Prairie, we never had anything like this at the basketball game. So it's pretty cool that we got the West Prairie drum line here with us tonight for the second time this season, actually. And that'll bring us to halftime. Basketball's flying all over the place as the West Prairie youth basketball players are out here shooting around. As this youth night here for West Prairie boys basketball. And what a game we have here at West Prairie High School. Tied at 17 at the half. I'm telling you, it's probably this big crowd, this loud atmosphere from the youth players who are shooting around right now. The West Prairie cheerleaders and a drum line on top of that. I mean, come on. It could be very intimidating for the Northern Polar Bears in a playoff-like atmosphere here tonight. And here's our first half stats for both teams. First for the Northern Polar Bears. 6 different Polar Bears scoring at least 2 points. 2 points for Ryan Yingler, 2 points for Kyle Hull, both on free throws. 2 points for Ryan Wagner, 3 points for Andrew Bream. 3 points for Zach Signer, and 5 points for Josh Dance, leading the way for the Polar Bears. For the West Prairie Mustangs, 5 different Mustangs scoring at least 2 points. 2 points each for Mason Stano and Hayden Fleischer. 3 points for Michael Weaver. 4 points for Brady McKeever. And 6 points, 2 3-point shots successfully made for Casey Such. And that's your first half scoring stats for West Prairie against the Northern Polar Bears. Well, really, this has been a very exciting week here for West Prairie Broadcasting. It all started on Tuesday when we had West Prairie girls basketball taking on the Greencastle Rancho Blue Devils. It was exciting for a little bit in the first half, but then the Blue Devils running away with it with a 52-32 victory over the West Prairie Lady Mustangs this past Tuesday. Last night, we had West Prairie Wrestling Senior Night here last night as West Prairie boys and girls wrestling took on the Waynesboro wrestling team. And last night, it all started with West Prairie girls wrestling suffering a tough loss against the Waynesboro Mains 42-18. But then the West Prairie Mustangs, the boys wrestling team, dominated against the Waynesboro Indians 52-12 last night, right here at West Prairie High School for senior night. And with that win, ladies and gentlemen, West Prairie wrestling team will be here at home most likely. Most likely it will be in action on Monday night at 6 o'clock against a team yet to be determined in the first round of the District 3 2A Team Championship Tournament. West Prairie currently sitting at number 6 in the power rankings. If you're seeing 5, 6, 7, or 8, you get to host a first round matchup on Monday night. And West Prairie looks like they're going to be one of those teams, and we'll keep you posted. You can also check out the official bracket as soon as they become available on Saturday or Sunday on PIAAD3.org. Tomorrow night we are back here for our last broadcast of the week, as tomorrow night we'll be back here for West Prairie boys basketball again in a makeup game. This game was postponed due to a snow day last Friday night, and West Prairie will be hosting the Gettysburg Warriors tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Like normally for basketball games on a Saturday, we usually play around 1, 2, maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But because the official shortage, we could not find any officials for tomorrow's game in the afternoon. The game will now be at 7 o'clock on a rare Saturday night game here at West Prairie High School. West Prairie boys basketball taking on the Gettysburg Warriors in a Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup for a second straight night. Well, we have a very good one here at West Prairie High School. Deuce Middleton is here with us, and a bunch of youth basketball players. The drum line is here. Cheerleaders are coming up strong here tonight. Just a big crowd, the biggest crowd we have seen for West Prairie basketball so far this season. And it's all because of youth night, most likely. But we got the drum line and the cheerleaders and the youth basketball players making noise. It could be a tough one for the Northern Polar Bears tonight. Here's our answer to our West Prairie Athletic Prairie Trivia question of the game. When was the last time West Prairie Boys Basketball defeated the Northern Polar Bears? You have to go back a little bit. It was back on February 5th, 2014. It was senior night for the West Prairie Mustangs back in 2014. And the Mustangs beat the Polar Bears in a Capital Division matchup. Final score of that one in 2014 was 64-48. It may not be senior night, but it is youth night, and it's a playoff-like atmosphere here at West Prairie High School. The youth basketball players finishing up the shoot-around in here at Halftime Entertainment. And we will be back in about 2.5 minutes for the start of the second half. We have a good one, a big crowd, playoff-like atmosphere here tonight at West Prairie High School. You are watching West Prairie Boys Basketball against the Northern Polar Bears, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back in about 2 minutes for the start of the second half. We are tied at 17. Back here for what could be a very exciting second half about to take place here. Norfolk in the black is going to get the ball first to start the second half. And here we go. The shoot around for the youth basketball players is over. And we resume action here to start the second half. And Northern with a 3-point shot, and that is good. Ryan Wagner wasting very little time with a 3-point shot. Each team had 3 points in the second quarter. And now barely 20 seconds into the second half. Orphan with a 3-point lead. Ryan Wagner now has 5 points. Here's McKeever. McKeever got passed back to Mason Sano. And now 3-point shot to tie it up. Casey Such, no good this time. Rebounded by Rylan Yinger. And now 3-point straightaway shot, and back-to-back for the Polar Bears. This time for Rylan Yinger. And right away, Devin Whitfield is going to call a timeout here. Back-to-back freeze, just like that. And Northern means business. You can imagine that was a strong talk from Northern head coach Steve Laudenslager. And it's showing right here. Ignore the playoff atmosphere. Ignore the kids. I bet that was the message from Northern head coach Steve Laudenslager. For West Perry, heading into halftime locker room, they probably had high spirits, high hopes against a tough Northern team. West Perry looking for their first win, but now back-to-back threes for Northern. First for Ryan Wagner, now Rylan Yinger. West Perry taking a immediate timeout. Looks like it was a full timeout. So they could have taken a timeout there, but hey, we're just getting started here in the second half. And now Mason Sano over here now And pass back, and Soundton could not hang on. Sound happy with himself right there. It's a big turnover here. Right here now to Wagner. Wagner going 3-point, not going to make it 3 in a row. Not this time. And the ball went over the backboard. And out of bounds wasn't called right away, but now it has. And Westbury finally gets a stop. A 3-point shot for Josh Dans. Did not go well just a moment ago. Here is Casey Such. Northern with a 6-point lead, our largest lead of the game. And here's McKeever. McKeever got to take it himself, and he'll get the whistle, and the ball doesn't go in. But 2 free throws coming for Brandon McKeever for the second time here today. Fouls are Riley Younger for his first. McKeever going to the line shooting 2. And he misses the first. McKeever's second free throw, also no good. This has been a problem for West Perry so far this season. They do very good in the first half, but then once the second half comes around, the other team explodes on offense. And here's a 3-point shot for Dans, no good, and rebounded by Fleischer. And now a nice pass on lane, and there's a walk on McKeever. McKeever trying to get a pass back to 3-point range. Not going well there. His 1 foot slid on the court. Over on a 6-0 run to start the second half. Northern trying to get something going here, and right under the paint all by himself was Josh Dans. Makes it an 8-0 run. And McKeever, Michael Wafer getting the ball away from Andrew Bream. And here's Jackson Bauer all by himself. And Fleischer, a 3-pointer, just a bit short. That ball is tipped and kept in by Jackson Bauer. There's McKeever. McKeever looking for a pass back, and he finds Casey Such for 2. That finally ends the 8-0 run for Northern as Casey Such makes it a 6-point game. High pass, almost trouble there for Kendall. Kendall pass it back, straight away, free and no good. Offensive rebound rejected by Hayden Fleischer. Is Andrew Breen. And Mason Stano now coming in for Casey Such. 3-point pass and shoot, and no good. Offensive rebound, a shot just short, and pass back to McKeever. Mustangs trying to get right back in this game. So far, a fairly clean third quarter. Only 1 foul on the Polar Bears. No fouls yet on the Mustangs in the third. And there's going to be a foul. And Northern can't believe it. Foul's got to be on Andrew Bream for his first. Team second of the third. Substitutions coming in for Northern. And he finds McKeever. McKeever trying out for Jackson Grimm, who just came in. And shot no good. Rebounded by Younger. Jackson Grimm, one of the substitutions, just came in for Northern with a good defensive stop. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound for Ryan Wagner. He takes a shot, no good. And here's Signer. And pass back to Zach Signer. And now trouble here, and there's going to be another foul. Third foul on the Polar Bears. And second one on Ryland Yinger. And substitution, Casey Such coming back in for Jackson Bauer. A low scoring third quarter here. 6-2 the lead so far for Northern in this third quarter. See if you're 8-2. And here's Casey Such. Casey Such pass it back, wide open look, Brady keeper for free, no good. And rebounded by Ham Fleischer. Northern has been having a tough time with these defensive rebounds. And the Mustangs are trying to take full advantage of that. Here's McKeever. Got to drive up and he'll draw the foul and the basket counts. The Mustangs are storming right back. We can see the boss man, our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, all smiles here. And there's a lot of happy faces right now. A really good game against the almighty Polar Bears out of Northern High School. With 3 minutes to go. Third foul on Ryland Yinger. The N1 for McKeever. In and out. No good. Tough one there on the Mustangs, but it's back to a 4-point game. And Mason Sale almost had an opportunity to get the ball away. 3-point shot. Good. And a timeout here as Matt Kendall gets his first points up the game with 3. And it's a 7-point lead. The Mustangs call a timeout. And it's a 30-second timeout. Correction, it's a full timeout here for the Mustangs. It's 28-21 here. With 2:46 to go, you are watching West Perry boys basketball against the Northern Polar Bears, exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. Back here after this West Perry timeout. Back here after the West Perry timeout. 2:46 to go in the third quarter. What a game we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Youth night here at West Perry High School. The West Perry cheerleaders are here. West Perry youth boys basketball players are here. The West Perry drumline is here. And a lot of fans coming with them. And now, a playoff-like atmosphere. Northern fans coming up strong here tonight as well. And there's a whistle. And West Perry very wisely call a timeout when Casey Such was down with the ball. And Devin Whitfield calls an immediate timeout. It's a 30-second timeout this time for the Mustangs. Casey Such leading the West Perry Mustangs with 8 points. He had the only 3 points in the second quarter. He has 2 3-point shots. Successfully made, one made in each of the first 2 quarters. Casey Such, as of right now, extending that freshman scoring record here at West Perry to 185 points. That's the stance right now. And last time somebody scored 185 points as a freshman, they there went on to score 1,000 career points. That was Jesse Yerrick. Jesse Yerrick had 159 points as a freshman back in 2008. And then in 2012, he graduated with over 1,000 points. 1,164 to be exact. And now here's Mason Sano. 2 minutes ago in the third quarter, West Perry down by 7. There's Casey Such over to Fleischer and just barely getting over to Weaver and fighting Mason Sando. Sando under heavy pressure is going to try to take it himself and rejected right under the basket. Mason Sando trying to do a little bit too much right there. And now a 3-point shot again and short this time for Kendall. Kendall made a 3-pointer in his last attempt. And falling just short this time. Here's Casey Such. Casey Such trying to go up and, it will stay with the Mustangs. Ryan Wagner touched the ball last. Quick pass here. And now here's McKeever. McKeever under heavy pressure from Andrew Bream. And McKeever tried to turn himself and a shot. Looks good, but no good. And now a quick transition and easy 2 points there for Ryan Wagner. Largest lead of the game for the Polar Bears, 9 points. The difference here with less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. There's McKeever. And good screen there for Mason Sando. And our good screen there. And wide open look good for Hayden Fleischer. That will bring up the crowd a little bit. And now West Perry bring back the playoff-like atmosphere. Dan thought about going for a shot, and there's the walk. Walk on Ryan Wagner. And now Alex Shook is coming back in for the Polar Bears. 20.8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. West Prairie Youth basketball players with their clappers. Now West Prairie Youth players cheering for the offense, and there's got to be a foul. Zach Signer cannot believe it. That's got to be his third foul. Almost looked like Mason Sando slipped a little bit. And that is the 5th foul on the Polar Bears in this quarter. So now Mason Sando has got to go to the free throw line shooting 2. Sando first free throw of the day is good. Sando looking to make a 5-point game, and no go on the second free throw attempt. A couple seconds come off the clock there. 8.8 seconds to go. And Northern with the ball. 6-point lead. Very doable here for the West Perry Mustangs. Northern had a little bit of a losing streak of their own, but then they won 2 of the last 3 games. They'll look to make a 3 out of 4. And a turnover here, and good for Jackson Bauer right before the end of the third quarter. And West Perry's right back into it. A buzzer beater, a good turnover for the Mustangs. Send it over to the drum line as it's a 4-point game heading into the fourth quarter. You are watching West Prairie Boys Basketball against the Northern Polar Bears, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Power YouTube channel. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here at West Prairie High School. Don't go anywhere as we send over to the drum line. A big crowd here tonight at West Perry. The West Perry cheerleaders looking on the other side behind the West Perry bench. And here we go. Fourth quarter, West Perry getting the ball. A big turnover at the final seconds of the third made a 4-point lead for the Polar Bears. As we got a good one here. at Westbury High School. The Mustangs looking for their first win in the Colonial Division. Mason Sale, 3-point shot from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound and rejected, and there's going to be a foul. And it's on the Mustangs. Devin Whitfield can't believe it. Westbury fans are not going to be happy about that call, as McKeever is called on his second foul. They thought it was going to be a shooting foul on the Polar Bears, but instead it's a foul on Brady McKeever. Westbury fans not happy with that call. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the Westbury Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Westbury Athletics. It's a good one here tonight for Westbury boys basketball. 2-point shot in and out for the Polar Bears. 3-point straight away is good. Andrew Bream silences the crowd. And it's back to a 7-point lead. With 7 minutes to go here in regulation. And now Casey Such looking with a shot. And not a good shot whatsoever as Andrew Bream with an easy rebound. And now Northern is going to call a timeout. Trying to silence this Westbury crowd. It is a packed house here tonight. It's a 30-second timeout here for the Polar Bears. They have a good one here. Westbury cheerleaders here at Westbury High School. Speaking of Perry County cheerleading, ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 Perry County cheerleading squads competing for a state championship tonight at the Giant Center in Hershey. The Newport Buffaloes and Susquehanna Blackhawks are both in the state championships for competitive spirit. Good luck to both of those cheerleading squads. If only the Westbury Mustangs were there tonight as well. Here we go. Westbury youth basketball players making noise here tonight. And here is Charles Stans over to Ryan Wagner. Wagner thought about taking a shot and say he passes it over to Yeager. And now 3-point straightaway shot, no good for Wagner. Wagner got the first 3 points of the game. And here's the shot and no good. Offensive rebound is Wagner again. A good pass around here for the Polar Bears. 3-point shot count up for Dans and just short. And rebounded by Casey Such. And now a bad pass and taken away by the Polar Bears. And now here's a shot and rejected by Fleischer. Fleischer with a couple of blocks tonight. He has been good under the basket. Northern still with the ball, however. Here's Ryan Wagner. And looks like Ryan Wagner was going towards the Northern bench because Northern knew that there was going to be a timeout. And indeed there was. It's a full timeout here for the Polar Bears. With 5:23 left to go, we'll send over to the drum line. Westbury drumline making noise. The Westbury youth basketball players are here tonight as well with their clappers, making a lot of noise for the current varsity Mustangs. Who knows, we could be seeing some varsity Mustangs in that group here in the stands in the near future. Northern hang on to a 7-point lead. And now here's a shot to make a 9-point lead, and Ryan Wagner does it again. There's a whistle. And it's a turnover on the Mustangs. West Prairie bench starting to make noise. And now here's a shot just a bit short. Then rebound by Casey Such. And there's such a quick shot, no good. That's going to be rebound and a shove back here by Ronnie Younger. West Prairie fans not happy about that shove, but no call. And there's the shot and a foul. 3-point opportunity coming for Ronnie Younger. Now growing to an 11-point lead. Largest lead of the game for the Polar Bears. Ronnie Younger looking at that 3-point opportunity. And the end one is no good. Offensive rebound here. And there's 2 more anyway. The shot was good for Andrew Breen. And there was a whistle. Here's Casey Such, and Such slipped and fell and went a couple inches. Halfway now through the 4th quarter, and it's looking very good for our Northern Polar Bears in a thriller here at West Prairie High School. And there's a push and doesn't get called as 2 more points for Ronnie Younger. The Polar Bears are really starting to run away with this now. And here's a 3-point shot and good for Michael Weaver. There's a 3-point corner shot we've been looking for Michael Weaver. And it's a timeout here for the Polar Bears. 3:37 to go. And down by 12. You are watching West Prairie Boys Basketball against the Northern Polar Bears exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Power YouTube channel. We'll be back after this West Prairie timeout. Back here after a West Prairie timeout. Now we're wondering what was going through the minds of acting head coaches Devin Whitfield and Mike Urich going in for Tom Smith tonight. And now here we go. We're on the Polar Bears. They've been putting on a clinic here, especially from 3-point range. They have 5 3-pointers in the second half. That's a 12-point lead. Here with the Polar Bears, Casey Such a hand on it, and a tough shot and in for Younger. Younger having himself a big second half. And here's McKeever. And looks like West Prairie is really going after a 3-point shots here in the 4th quarter. Now down by 14. Caught up in less than 3 minutes. There's our West Prairie Athletic Park postgame report. Mason Sandwich straightaway free, no good. Ham Fisher going after the rebound, and no, he will not get it. And there is the offensive foul. Offensive foul is the 3rd on Ryan Wagner. West Prairie just rolling the ball to prevent time, and not going to work out that time. Ball intercepted by Younger. Opportunity here, Zach Signer. And now West Prairie trying to go for a jump ball. Instead, it's got to be a foul. Foul is on Jackson Bauer for his first. Team's third of the fourth quarter. Cut up on the West Prairie post-game report. We'll have final game stats for both teams. We'll announce our player of the game, updated records, what's next for both teams, all that and more coming up on the West Prairie Athletic Department post-game report. Ball is poked free, and a tough foul there is going to be a holding on Jackson Bauer for his second, team's fourth. And that's the fifth foul on the Mustangs. And it's going to be Alex Shook going to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First free throw for Shook, it's no good. All right, you really got to get West Prairie credit here. A big crowd here tonight, playoff-like atmosphere. They battled hard. And the Polar Bears are starting to run away with it here in the fourth. And ball free throws no good for Shook. Tough foul there. Mansell goes down hard, but is able to get back up very quickly. First foul on Alex Shook. And here is Casey Such, the keeper. The keeper, step back three, no good. Rebounded by Yinger. And this West Prairie crowd has really died down here in the fourth as the Northern Polar Bears with a 14-point lead. Looks like they're going to walk away with a big win here at West Prairie High School. Two free throws coming up for Yinger. And he misses the first. And the second free throw also no good. The West Prairie cheerleaders and the youth players might have been a factor in that second one. And here is Mason Sano. Sano pass it back. Michael Weaver, 3-point corner shot, no good. And there's going to be a loose ball foul with 90 seconds to go. Foul is going to be the fourth on Ryland Yinger. 3 fouls on the Polar Bears, 5 already on the Mustangs. 90 seconds to go here in this one. And now another quick pass, and man, McKeever gets the 3-pointer. And foul here, intentional foul. And 2 free throws coming up for the Polar Bears. That's the third foul on Casey Such. And it looks like it's going to be Kyle Hull go to the free throw line for a second time. He hit 2 free throws in the first quarter. It's been kept quiet ever since. And the rim doing Hull a favor there and rolls in. Gonna make it 4 for 4 and just short on the second. No good. And now the Mustangs try to get something going. Jackson Bauer lays one up and he'll draw the foul. Jackson Bauer is going to go to the foul stripe shooting 2 for the first time tonight. First foul on Kyle Hull. Jackson Bauer hits his first. Jackson Bauer, that was his fourth successfully made free throw. He misses the second, but offensive rebound and in and out again. And out of bounds. Last touch by the Polar Bears. West Perry ball. 1:07 to go. And West Perry's going to call a timeout. Hey, they are not out of this yet. There is still time here for the Mustangs. 67 seconds left to go, down by 11. It seems like a safe lead for a lot of teams, but the Mustangs are battling hard to get right back into this game. 5 fouls on the Mustangs, 4 fouls on the Polar Bears. It was only a 30-second timeout this time. An 11-point game. Remember, West Prairie Boys Basketball will be right back here on a rare Saturday night game tomorrow night against the Gettysburg Warriors in a Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. And now inbound pass here to Fleischer, and the Mustangs need to hurry here. They want to make this a single-digit deficit. Casey Such with the shot, no good. Offensive rebound for Fleischer, and he gets the dribble in. Makes it a 9-point game, and a foul with 50 seconds exactly left to go. And there's a quick foul. Northern has been struggling on free throws here tonight. And now it's going to be Alex Shook, who missed 2 already here in this quarter. That's the right man to draw a foul against. And the first free throw, no good again for Shook. Foul, by the way, was on Mason Sandal for his second. Shook, second free throw, and rolls in and out. And a quick whistle, second and a half comes off. And another foul here. 4th foul on Brandon McKeever. This guy has got to be Ian Troutman. His first free throws of the day, and he's on the board with that first made free throw. Ian Troutman on the board. Can he make it 2 for 2? He will. West Bay looking for a quick transition. And now 3-point shot and overpowers it, no good. Casey Such with the rebound and rolls out again. That is the Friday the 13th hoop that we have been talking about for the last few years. And the rim just not doing any favors for anybody. I tell you, it might be about time to replace that hoop on the right side of the gym here. And there's a foul, and that's the 5th on Brandon McKeever. Brandon McKeever fouls out with 9 points. And Kyle Hall going to the free throw line for another attempt here. He misses the first. Second free throw is good for Hall. Three-point shot right quick for Michael Weaver from the perimeter. And out of bounds, it'll be Northern ball. 12-point lead for the Polar Bears. And Northern can really just hang on to this ball or draw a foul. Or if you want to get fouled. And that takes a half a second off the clock. There probably should have been more. And that's the 5th foul on Michael Weaver. Michael Weaver fouls out with 6 points. So now you've got 2 stars fouling out here for the Mustangs. That's the first we have seen at home this season. And it's got to be Jackson Grimm go to the free throw line for the first time today. And he hits the first. Jackson Graham on the board with that successfully made free throw. That free throw for Graham and rolls and no good. And there is a walk. Very quickly called, 18.8 seconds to go. Now the Mustangs, looks like they're not going to try to foul right away. If they try at all, we're showing 2 more free throws. And this is a tough one here for the Mustangs. They battle hard. They were tied at halftime. It was back and forth in the third. And then the Polar Bears with a big fourth quarter wins it 48-35. And a playoff-like atmosphere here at West Prairie High School. The Polar Bears getting a big win on the road. We'll send over to the drum line as we get set for a post-game wrap-up here at West Prairie High School. The Polar Bears win 48-35. Back in just a few seconds. We are back here now for the West Prairie Athletic Park post-game report. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, the Northern Polar Bears survive in a thriller here. That's a 13-point victory for the Northern Polar Bears, 48-35. This really has been a tough one here for the Mustangs here tonight. We've seen tough losses for West Prairie boys basketball before, but this one might be the toughest one. Because, I mean, you got a huge crowd here. Youth basketball night never disappoints here at West Prairie High School. And the youth basketball players bringing the noise. You had the cheerleaders bringing a lot of noise. The drum line back here for the second time. Hopefully we'll see them again before the season is over. But this is a tough one here for the Mustangs. And really, they have nothing to be ashamed of here. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been 11 years. 10 years since West Prairie defeated Northern, but this one was close for the Mustangs, and really they just got to keep their heads up high because the future is definitely bright. Plus they have to regroup and get ready for Gettysburg here tomorrow night. So that will be broadcast live here, of course, on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Yours truly on the call. Here's our final game stats here for both teams. First for the West Prairie Mustangs. 3 points each for Mason Sano and Jackson Bauer. 6 points each for Michael Weaver and Hayden Frazier. 8 points for Casey Such. And 9 points for Brandon McKeever. For the Northern Polar Bears, 1 point on a free throw for Jackson Grimm. 2 points, both on free throws for Ian Chapman. 3 points each for Zach Signer and Matt Kendall. 4 points for Kyle Hall. 7 points for Josh Dance. 8 points for Andrew Bream. 9 points for Ryan Wagner. And our West Prairie Athletic Park player of the game with 11 points, Ryland Yinger for Northern. He was kept quiet in the first half, only 2 points. Then he got 3 points on the third, and he had himself a big fourth quarter to really put it away for the Northern Polar Bears. Ryland Yinger is our West Prairie Athletic Park player of the game. The Mustangs now drop to 2-15 on the year, 0-11 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. For Northern Polar Bears, they improved now to 7 wins and 10 losses on the year. Now with a winning record in the Colonial Division, 6 wins and 5 losses in the Colonial Division of the Mid-Penn Conference. The Northern Polar Bears will be back in action on Monday when the Polar Bears travel to Mercersburg to take on the James Buchanan Rockets at 7:30. And the West Prairie Mustangs, they'll be right back here in action tomorrow night in a rare Saturday night game against the Gettysburg Warriors at 7 o'clock tomorrow night with yours truly on the call right here on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. That is going to do it for us here at West Prairie High School. On behalf of our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer, Brent Anderson, our high school principal, Christopher Casey, and our superintendent, Jeff Coons, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of West Prairie Boys Basketball Youth Night against the Northern Polar Bears, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score in this one, the Polar Bears win a thriller here, 48-35. Good night, everybody.